Quint? What are you thinking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about you, me, us. Nola, will you marry me?
What?
I said, will you marry me?
Of course I will.
I realize that this isn't the right place or the right time, but it's never been clearer to me than it is right now how much I love you and how much I want to marry you and marry you as fast as I can. I was on that cliff with Rebecca, and she and Mark died. I realize how precious life is. It's too precious to waste one single moment. I want to marry you. I want to wake up in the morning with you right beside me. I want you to have our children. And I want the both of us to grow old together. Nola, in my entire life, I've never wanted or needed anything or anyone as much as I need you.
No one's ever said that to me before.
Why were you so long?
Well, Amanda Spaulding wasn't in any condition to give her testimony, so I had to be pretty detailed.
Yeah.
Well, glad to see you two finally. Hi. I
Thanks.
tried to get down there to see you last night. They wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, I'm sorry they wouldn't let you talk to us.
Well, no, it's okay. Just as long as you're all right, that's all.
So worried about you, honey.
Thank you, Maureen.
Oh, hi, Floyd.
Glad to see you're okay, Nola.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, hi.
I missed you so much last night. You had to go through all of this, especially since everything that happened in Tankir and...
Listen, everyone, I know this is difficult for you all to believe, but something good did come out of last night.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, I asked Nola to marry me.
And I said yes.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. Here, let me take the baby.
Thank you so much.
Sweetie, your mama's getting married. You know that.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Nola, you did it.
I know.
Quentin, I'm so happy for you.
Well, I'm glad you're all happy. Oh, listen, Bea, and I have an apology to make to you.
What for?
Well, I've put Nola in a lot of dangerous situations. I know that's my fault, but I promise you, from now on, I'm going to take real good care of your little girl.
You do that.
I will.
You're gonna have to stop scaring us.
I will.
Well, it looks like this makes us brothers, huh?
Yes, and I couldn't have asked for a better brother myself.
You
Just
know,
take good care of her, okay? I will.
Mr. McCord, I think you're just the perfect guy for our Nola here.
Oh?
Well, I didn't think we'd ever find her a mate.
Stop it.
And now we've got to get her all dressed up and make a little bride of her in the wedding.
yeah,
A
indeed.
bride,
That'll be some chore.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
We got a wedding to plan. We got a wedding to plan. My goodness.
Oh, you've got plenty of time, honey. When is it gonna be?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about it yet, but I do know one thing for sure. I want Maureen to be my matron of honor. Oh, there's no way out of it. I've been planning this ever since you were a little girl, Nola.
I'm real happy for you, Nola.
Oh, thank you,
I know
Floyd.
this is what you want.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. McCord.
Well, thank you, Floyd. And call me Quentin from now on, please.
Would anybody like something to eat?
I'm sorry, but we have to leave. Henry is waiting at my house with Mrs. Renfield, and Nola and I are kind of tired.
Yeah.
Don't say another word. Go. Listen, congratulations. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
all do.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Oh, good night. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
I really like my new family.
We really like you.
Go.
Get out of here.
And that was...
Finished reading what he's been through.
Oh, perhaps we ought to leave and come back when Quentin and Nola have had a chance to get a little rest.
Henry, please stay. We're awfully sorry we're so late, but we had a terrible time trying to get the baby to go to sleep.
Yes, I think she's a little overtired. I don't think
Quentin,
she's...
now that you're here, why don't you tell us exactly what happened last night?
Well,
Vanessa,
now, Quentin, you don't have to tell us a thing. Mrs. Renfield's already explained who poor Rebecca was. We're just grateful that you're safe.
And I am grateful that you're finally free.
Well, it's something that shouldn't have happened. None of it.
No, it shouldn't. The thing is that you're safe, and that's all that matters.
Poor Miss Renfield, she stayed up all night hoping for word of you.
Oh, did you? Thank you so much.
No one even saw fit to call me. I had to read about it in the morning papers.
Well, Vanessa, it's just as well. There's no reason for you to worry needlessly.
For heaven's sakes, now why in the world didn't you tell me that Rebecca was really Mona Enright? Mona and I were friends.
I know that, Vanessa. I just did what I thought was best. I didn't realize that she was that sick.
Well, who did? I had to read about my friend in the morning paper.
Now, darling, please, can't we stop talking about poor Rebecca? Let's just be grateful that she's finally, probably at peace.
Yes. After all the suffering she caused, poor Mona was, well, she suffered the most.
Well, now that we know you're all right, I really think you should both get some rest.
No.
Well, all right. All right. Nola and I have something to say to all of you now that you're all here.
Ah, I think I sense an announcement in the air.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. Nola and I have decided to get married.
Married? Oh, Quentin, what wonderful news.
Oh, it is indeed. Oh, it's so wonderful. Yes, so picturesque. Tell me, Quentin, did you propose in the interrogation room down at headquarters?
Oh, darling, it doesn't matter where they propose. The important thing is they're going to be married. Oh, you couldn't have found yourself a dandier girl.
Thank you, Mr. Chamberlain.
I absolutely agree.
Quentin, this is what I have been praying for all these years, that you would find happiness with a woman who truly loves you.
Well, I found it all right, Mrs. Renfield. For the first time in several years, I can look forward to tomorrow and the future.
Nola, you've made me very, very happy.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Renfield. Thank you.
Oh, and
Sweet.
darlings, I'm just thrilled for both of you.
Well, thank you, and now there's nothing to stand in the way of our happiness.
Oh, heavens, no, we wouldn't let it,
No?
would we? Quint, tell me, darling, we've been expecting this little announcement for some time, but what made you decide on proposing last night? Now, I wouldn't have thought the sight of two corpses would have put you in a romantic frame of mind.
No, Vanessa, but it did make me see things more clearly. And I realized that without Nola, I wouldn't have anything for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, say no more. Daddy, I have an idea.
What?
Let's give them the biggest and nicest party that Springfield's ever seen.
Well, thank you, Vanessa, but I think we should check with Bea before we make any arrangements.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yes, of course. Darling, does your mother know about it?
Oh, yes. We told her this morning she's really happy. I've never seen her so happy.
I bet she is. Yes, she is.
Well, look, you've told us all this wonderful news, but I really think you should both get some rest. Why don't I go upstairs with you and see if there's anything that you need?
Well, thank you, Mrs. Renfield. Yeah. I couldn't think of anything better than being escorted upstairs by the two most important women in my life.
Good night.
Get some rest, you two.
Sweet dreams.